It's been a tough start for the Saskatchewan Rush. Their record sits at 1-4 despite scoring more goals than they've allowed. Tonight, they'll look to get back on track as they face a Panther City squad that's coming off of a big 21-12 rout of Las Vegas, which included an amazing 14-point night from Callum Crawford. It's the Panther City Lacrosse Club and the Saskatchewan Rush coming up next. Welcome into Saskatchewan. It's Cody Jansen, John Fraser, Sabina Mon with you inside SaskTel Center on Treaty 6 territory. National Lacrosse League matchup tonight on Co-op Field. It's the Saskatchewan Rush and the Panther City Lacrosse Club. A battle of two clubs that play a very similar style on the floor. Gritty, defensive first, but there's a lot of offense in this game here, and it starts because Panther City last weekend, while Saskatchewan was at home on their bye week, decided to go and fill the goal against Las Vegas.
My goodness, 21 goals in one game. As we like to say, is that any good? Callum Crawford had a night that might not be matched this entire season or next season. He had 14 points, needs 3 more goals tonight or potentially in the future to move up the all-time goal list and hit 480. But Crawford was just, he was so good. He had his own way against Vegas. 14 points, Cody. I can't think the last time I saw a guy have a 14-point night at any level.
And don't forget Will Malcolm in that mix, had 12 points as well. And for Saskatchewan, the guy who's going to have to keep the ball out of the net, that's who everyone else has their eyes on. It's Frank Shiliano between the pipes for Saskatchewan tonight. He has been an off-season acquisition who has proved his worth already.
Well, on top of being one of the best goalies in the league this year, despite his club being 1-4, he brings that veteran presence. He's only 31 saves from reaching the 4,000 mark, so should get there tonight. But he's going to be in tough against that Panther City Lacrosse Club offense. And honestly, Cody, if the Rush are going to get their second win of the season, Shiliano is going to have to be real good tonight, and I think he will be.
Two clubs that are very familiar with each other. A lot of roster crossover, and down between the benches, it's Sabina Mod standing by.
That's right, Cody, John. There is some crossover from the Rush. Cameron Greniak and Mike Triolo and Patrick Dodds have all played for Panther City. Patrick Dodds, the right-handed forward, was picked up by Panther City in the draft in 2021, and then he was scooped up by the Rush just this past summer. I talked to him earlier, asking him what it felt like to taking on the other team, and he said, you know what, I have a lot of friends on Panther City, and it was a great time down there, but now I'm on the Rush, and they're looking forward to coming out with a win tonight. John, Cody?
Thank you, Sabine. Take a look at the starting goaltenders this evening. Nick Naboon goes for Panther City. 789 save percentage, 10.8 goals against average, and a 3-2 record. Good for fourth in the National Lacrosse League. Across the floor, it's Frank Shiliano. 788 save percentage and 11.5 goals against average. 1-3 record this season. Tied for third in the NLL with his save percentage. At the dot, it's Mike Messenger and Ronan Butch. Rookie versus vet. SaskTel Center rocking. Ref is ready, ball is down, and we are underway with a face-off violation, and it'll be Rush ball as Ronan Push, who's 45.6% on the draws this season, gets caught on the early move. Rush offense will go first. It's Robert Church. Early shot, rips it far outside of Daymood's left pad. Got it back. Dylan Zachman's got the loose ball. Dots down for Church. Robert Church now one-on-one. Little drive, trying to kick it back for Kazevnikov. It's going to go onto the Co-op logo. Rolls back. Tony Malcolm's there. He scoops it back as we get a look at your scratches in a second. Panther City with the ball. Zach Mans is caught back on defense. No Holden Garland again for the Rush. He's on the IR as Frank Shiliano's got his first save of the game. Rebound grabbed by Jonathan Donville. Rush have scratched Jeremy Searle, Cameron Greniak. Panther City going without Ty Thompson, Ryan Sheridan as well. No Pat Foley moved to the injured reserve list. Here's Will Malcolm, 12 points against Vegas last week. Ball got popped up top. Matthew Gochick, former Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League star. Stick knocked out of his hands by Ryan Barnable. It's all the way back for Caputo. Long bouncer on goal, and Giuliano makes a save.
Made it look a little harder than he needed to. Big changes, of course, in Saskatchewan since their last game. Gone is offensive coach Bruce Alexander. Back on the bench, Derek Keenan, co-coach with Jimmy Quinlan.
Mike Triolo up top. Fires it over to Zach Mans. Mans now pick got set by Walter. Walter's got some room flying out in front. Damoud, great stop with the left shoulder.
With the coaching change, I expect to see more to Clark Walter. He succeeded last year, has been a little flat so far in this one.
11 points this season. Will Malcolm's up top. He's got 34 in the National Lacrosse League campaign so far. Down is Knox. He'll circle around Messenger. Knox won't shoot it. Out to Callum Crawford. Crawford now trying to get around McClellan. Had room to shoot for a second. Andrew got back on him. Now it's Crawford. Stopped by Giuliano, and Connor McClellan's got a little bit of real estate to run with.
Crawford just 3 goals away from .480 for his career. That would put him past Sean Evans on the all-time goal list.
Ball down for Ryan Keenan, captain of the Saskatchewan squad. Patrick Dotz for Triolo, both former members in Fort Worth. Triolo stopped by Damoud. He's now made 3 saves to open the contest. Keenan's got Robert Church up top. Church 12 goals this season, 5 points in his last outing against Vancouver. Dodds for Keenan at the restraining line. Inside Triolo, ball got knocked to the ground, and here goes Ronan Push. Ronan Push now pulls up, and while he might not get the recognition, he's got to be in the talk for best rookie D-man in the league this year. Callum Crawford one-on-one. Ryan Barnable pushes him to the corner. Kicked up top for Will Malcolm now. Malcolm down to Knox. Doesn't on the shot clock. Phil Caputo keeps it hot. Crawford all the way across the floor. Malcolm heard the footsteps of Bobby Kidd III. Couldn't handle the pass cleanly. Malcolm now. Little inside feed as Gochick was cutting through the middle, and Keegan Bell gives him an extra shot as Keegan Bell, with his second game of the season, had an apple in that first one.
Rush and Panther City both feature a lot of players that have played here before with the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League, so they know the city well.
Clark Walter now pushed back over to Church, inside Church, and somehow that doesn't go. Not sure if Damoud got that with the left foot, but back the other way, it's Goche off the bench. Goche with the bouncer. Kicked out by Giuliano. Rebound is way in the sky. Ends up going off the helmet of Goche, and the Rush will slow it down.
Cody, we were talking pre-game about how we wanted to see the Rush come out and hustle and bring the pace and bring that energy. So far, so good if you're drawing that one up for the new co-head coaches.
Shots are 4-2 early in favor of Saskatchewan. 0-0 on the board. Church for Walter on the roll. Trying to go high, missed. Here's Robert Church now. Save made by Damoud, stepping to his left.
Nick Damoud, last time he was here in Saskatoon, stole a game for Panther City. Off to a great start here.
Donville, bouncer, Giuliano up to the task.
Frank Giuliano coming into this game 3rd in the NLL in save percentage. He sees a lot of rubber directed his way and puts it to the other direction away from his goal.
Isaac Andrew, 2 goals on the season. Robert Church inside. Kazivnikov counted. Nathaniel Kazivnikov, Rush strike first.
The Rush moving the ball around a lot more than they have been in the opening first few games of the season. We knew the offense would look different with Bruce Alexander gone, and oh boy, does it ever. Robert Church draws a slight double team because Nevnikov comes in behind his defender, finds some space, catches the pass, and puts it behind Nick Damoud. A lot of different looks for the Rush on offense. If you've been watching along with us, watching Rush games at home, you can just tell. It's a different look to the offense, a lot more short passes, a lot more movement, and it seems to be what has ailed them, especially their last game against Vancouver, went 20 minutes without scoring a goal. They're on the board less than 5 into this one, Cody.
Gotta get to the dirty areas. Messenger face-off win, but then Bobby Kidd III runs into a triple team.
Well, and you said it exactly. You used to have Ben McIntosh here in that dirty area. So now we're going to see guys like Triola, Kazivnikov go ahead and try to play that role of the Derek Keenan offense.
Will Malcolm with it. Little step back shot ends up hitting Giuliano in the chest protector.
dangerous Will Malcolm. We're all talking about pregame Callum Crawford, 14 points. Well, he had 12 himself in that big win against Vegas. Couple huge weapons out here for Panther City.
Zach Mance, defended by Brent Mitchell, product of Thorsby, Alberta. It's Robert Church. Church with Kazevnikov, flips it back to him a little behind the back, and that runs into Matt Hosick.
Matt Hosick, former Rush player, drafted by the team, scooped up in the expansion draft by Panther City. He's been good for them.
We'll take another bouncer on goal, and Chiliano drops into a hockey-style butterfly. Now Enju hung out to dry as Adam J comes in there. Plays the hit, and they'll give Panther City possession with 9:27 left to go in quarter number 1. But we are at a media timeout here. Rush up 1-0. Thanks to Nathaniel Kazevnikov, 6th of the season.
While the Rush players are seeing familiar faces on Panther City, another familiar face we're seeing in a coaching position is GM Derek Keenan. He used to be the coach for the Rush. The head coach moved into the GM role, and after Bruce Alexander was fired after their game against Vancouver, he's moved into the co-head coach position alongside Jimmy Quinlan. I asked him if it feels any different during warm-up, and he kind of smiled and said, it's just what I know how to do. Cody, John?
Thank you, Sabine. Panther City back on our way. Just over 9 minutes left to go in quarter number 1. Callum Crawford with the ruck. Over to Malcolm. Back for Crawford to the middle. Outside look. It's Jarrett Smith. Alyssa hits Chiliano as well as Mike Messenger goes and folds Gauthier to the wallpaper. Back down for Gauthier. Tough as they come. Got up like nothing happened. Donville back across. Malcolm will give it back. Caputo's in the middle right now. Malcolm not going close to Messenger after he saw what he did to Gauthier. Back in the corner again. Footsteps heard. Bobby Kidd III gets a free loosing.
Gauthier must have learned his toughness when he was playing in Weyburn of the SJHL, Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League, before turning pro in Lacrosse. At least anybody here in Saskatchewan would tell you that's where he learned it from.
Zach Mance has scored in the first quarter of every game this season. Patrick Dotz will spread the floor as Ryan Keenan looks for a late Church. Back over to Dodds, dropped it for a second, 2 to shoot now. Dodds from way outside, punched out by Daymut. Kazevnikov battling for a loose ball with Ronan Push. Push ends up getting it and he avoids the crease.
Dodds had himself one big night in Las Vegas, but has been hit and miss so far for the Saskatchewan Rush. It's picking him up. Maybe against his former team, he's going to get on a roll that he needs to get on.
Crawford one-on-one with Isaac Enju inside for Malcolm, who got away from Jarrett Smith. Ball's on the ground. Adam J steps into his forward now. A couple extra words are exchanged, but Jarrett Smith has the loose ball, and it's up to Isaac Enju. Made his NLL debut against Panther City back on New Year's Eve in 2022. Robert Church up top for Zach Mance. Mance, 28 points this season. 14 goals, 14 assists. Dots finds Triolo. Mike Triolo now to the middle. Over to Clark Walter, a little bit of room. Dodds trying to go 5-hole as he's flattened. Still got a shot away, though.
A lot more of the Rush getting into the dirty areas in front of the net. That's already been a striking change from the Rush offense and head coach, or co-head coach, Derek Keenan.
Evan Messenger ran the ball up the floor. One of the more underrated defenders. Kicking around on this Panther City roster. Crawford stopped by Chiliano.
I don't think Chiliano saw that one, but managed to get his body on it.
Gauthier up top. He'll settle it down. First round pick out of the Edmonton Junior A Minors program. Now it's Knox on the roll, and he scores. Squeaks through the arm of Chiliano, and we're tied at 1.
Knox gets an open look as the Rush defense is spending so much time, as they need to, occupied by Will Malcolm and Callum Crawford, as Chiliano looks to the sky, see how that one got through. Knox coming out from that behind the net position, just out-muscles his man, Keegan Bell. Turns around, spins, shoots, and Chiliano kind of just allowed enough room under that left arm for it to sneak on through, and it's a tie ball game here, Cody.
Jason Knox has his 8th goal of the season. The rookie out of Ohio State is Messenger and Push back on the strike. Face-off violation called on Push, and Messenger now 3-0 on the draws. Came into the game at 25.4%. Was over 53% last season. Couple of tough matchups early, plus playing a bigger defensive role has definitely leaned into that to some extent. Here's Zach Mans now goes through the crease, and Daymut calmly makes a stop. Back the other way. Panther City has numbers. Goche, 5 full attempts, save, rebound by Malcolm, and he misses the net. It's a perfect shot by Goche as you get the rebound. Hey, it's tough to stop, but you also give your team another opportunity on that rebound. Tony Malcolm doesn't miss by much.
Well, and lots of chaos. That's what you want against this rush defense. They're young. You get them into a tizzy, they're going to make mistakes. Almost took advantage there.
Triolo inside. Daymut with the right arm. Patrick Dodds up for Church. Reset comes. Zach Mans. Church will keep it hot. Patrick Dodds now thought about shooting around a screen. Zips one over for Mans, and now the push got called as Walter ended up ripping off a Panther City Lacrosse Club defender's bucket.
Yeah, Brandon Goodwin had his bucket removed, so that means they get the ball on that one. Lucky to avoid a call with the high hit.
Crawford pass got deflected. Back the other way, Jake Boudreau's turning on the Jets. Boudreau thought about cutting back, but Goche step for step with the former Robert Morris star. Ryan Keenan will slow it down. Boudreau thought about cutting the middle. Church is there, and Daymut with a great stop with the left pad.
Well, Jake Boudreau is one of those guys, when he gets running, you have to look out for him. He's dangerous offensively and has so much speed, Cody.
Callum Crawford defended by Isaac Enju. 39-year-old on 22-year-old. Will Malcolm now wants to shoot around Messenger. Save made by Shiliano. Bobby Kidd III's got the loose ball. He's got Messenger on a break. Mike Messenger, though. Pass goes off his stick to the corner. And Madero's double team on. Loose ball still free. Barnable was in there for a second, and Hosek comes out with the pill.
Messenger saw Matt Hosek running at about 100 miles an hour, and I think that's why he dropped the pass. He knew contact was coming. Hosek creates the chaos and gets the loose ball.
Donville, one shy of 10 goals on the season. For Malcolm, Hutchison will stay in play. He'll defend Bell. Pass goes across the floor. Shiliano makes a save, and he hops on it as well with 4 minutes left to go. Tied at 1 in SaskTel Center. You're watching the National Lacrosse League, home of the 2024 Unboxed Series.
Lax Metrics, powered by the NLL, is an innovative data approach to better understand our league. Cooper Perkins breaks down the numbers each week on NLL.com and the league's social channels.
Well, if you want to go by Lax Metrics rankings, Nick Daymut has struggled with 1v1 save percentage, but in this game, phenomenal to start. The Rush have had 9 shots on goal, and Nick Daymut has made 8 saves. A few of those have been 1v1 opportunities. On the Saskatchewan side of things, Robert Church, Ryan Keenan, Patrick Dodds around -5 goals expected this season. Would expect that number to go up with the law of balances for the Saskatchewan Rush. Derek Keenan, Jimmy Quinlan, co-head coaches to finish off this season. As Saskatchewan back underway with the ball. Just under 4 to go. Quarter number 1. Kazevnikov, the goal scorer for the Rush so far. He'll hand it off for Church. Now it's Triolo, shot around a screen. Daymut made that save. They continue to try going far side on Daymut, and he has been prepped for that. Back in transition the other way. Shiliano not tested. Ball goes wide, and Goche runs into Mike Messenger, but he forces a turnover. And just like that, we talk about SJ Cheltop. Well, Goche gets run over, and then he gets a loose ball. Penalty coming against Saskatchewan. Callum Crawford hands it to Donville. 6-on-5 situation. Daymut is in the bench. They'll go to the corner. Phil Caputo, 12 goals on the season. Behind the net, kicked it out. Crawford steps inside and he scores on the 6-on-5. Callum Crawford puts Panther City up 2-1.
26 goals already in the season for Callum Crawford. Pardon me, 24 goals away now from his career high with 12 games left in the season. Callum Crawford has come as advertised for Panther City this year. Up to 24 on the year, which puts him also that close to his career high. This one here, he just finds himself open. The Panther City offense using that behind the net look that works so well for Vancouver and their come from behind win against Saskatchewan. Obviously, they watch the film. Putting a man behind the Saskatchewan goal leads to good things for the offense, and Panther City has continued that trend so far tonight.
Panther City flips the script after allowing the first goal of the contest. Frank Chiliano faced 14 shots already in quarter number 1. Ronan Push scrambles the face-off back, and the former Edmonton Junior A minor and St. Albert Croon member has a face-off win here against Mike Messenger. Callum Crawford back up top. Connor McClellan's on him. Dish down to Will Malcolm. Donville, little inside. Malcolm trying to get inside there, but the defensive slide took it out. I think it was Jared Smith. Crawford now, he'll drive, wants to go up high, misses the mark, and Barnable has the loose ball.
You mentioned the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League. 8 players from that league in this game, proving that you don't have to play in Ontario or BC to make an impact in this league. And just because Calgary's here, you got the Rush. Lots of things to aspire to in growing the game here in the Prairies.
Ryan Keenan defended by Hossack. Church above the restraining line. Triolo now, he'll switch down for Dotts. Quick stick. Save made by Damewood. Loose ball is on the ground. Pushing the back called. So the Rush will get a fresh 30. Robert Church on the half wall. He'll get set up. Triolo's up top. Quick conversation with Ryan Keenan. Now the play gets called. Dodds wanted to drive. He's pushed back. Triolo sets the pick. Down for Mans. One-on-one with Sellers if he wants it. Mans pulls back on the roll. Tried to go stick side. Rebound for Church. Damewood makes a save and stuck at his pad.
Nick Damewood had a great game when he came here last year on New Year's Eve, and that has continued so far. Seems to like playing in Saskatchewan.
Well, I believe we've got a penalty coming up on Elijah Gash as he is heading to the sin bin.
Panther City penalty, 2 minutes, checking from behind.
Check from behind is the call. The power play presented by RS Breakers and Controls. Rely on RS Breakers and Controls to find all the right electrical supplies to meet your needs.
Just landing a stick there in the vulnerable spot on Zach Mans. Can't do that. He'll spend 2 minutes in the sin bin.
Rush power play underway. Mans up top. Quick switch with Keenan. Keenan gets it back. He'll steer the ship on the power play. Clark Walter inside. Church scores. Robert Church on the power play, and we're tied at 2.
The Rush have not sent a lot of people to the middle in the first few games this year. You can tell that's something that they've worked on with the coaching change, and so far it's creating havoc, and it's working here. You get Robert Church finally getting himself some space. It's been hard for Robert to find space as he's been the focal point of most defenses here. Just some quick ball movement. Church with the quick stick going over Damewood, and the Rush back on the board with their first power play goal of the night.
Robert Church's 8th power play goal of the season. Goal number 13 for him in the 23-24 campaign. Tied at 2. Rush and Panther City. Panther City scored on a 6-on-5 with a delayed penalty. Rush capitalized on their power play opportunity. It'll be the Texas squad. Wins the face-off. Offense on the floor. 60 seconds left to go in the opening frame. Jonathan Donville, former Cornell star. Up top for Callum Crawford. Will Malcolm, one-on-one with Mike Messenger. Finds inside is Caputo. Chiliano says no. Isaac Enju has the loose ball.
Big save there for Frank Chiliano. Keep the momentum riding for the Saskatchewan Rush after tying that one up.
Zach Mans with it now. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Zach Mans got around Patton. Finds Triolo. 10 on the shot clock. Mike Triolo now wants to cut to the crease. Back up top, Church. Over to Keenan, quick stick. Great save by Damu. Panther City's got it. Hosick doesn't left. Triolo picks off the pass, though. 10 seconds. Triolo holds on to it. They'll use a timeout, and I believe they're going to check the clock. It currently says 6.7. But they generally go back and maybe add a couple seconds.
Naturally, I think we were close to 10 seconds when the giant Mike Triolo jumped up in the air. You got to be aware of that. The man is 6'8", Cody. So if you're playing a pass anywhere near him, 6'8", plus wingspan, guy could be an NBA player. For the Rush, they're glad they have him. Glad he's not playing basketball, but comes up with a big interception there and allows the Rush here to come out, set something up, and maybe go back-to-back goals heading into the first quarter break.
I mean, if there is 35 players, you probably don't want to pass it over. Number one would be the 6'8" Mike Triolo. But there you get a look at him, former member of this Panther City Lacrosse Club a couple of years ago, and Tracy Koluski he spoke highly of all three, Triolo, Greniak, and Patrick Dodds, when talking to him this morning, said, hey, they're all first-class character humans, and unfortunately that's the business of pro sports. But he also spoke highly of their defense and goaltender Nick Damoud, who has been great to open up this contest. There you got to look at Ryan Keenan, captain. So they'll start the ball up top with Mike Triolo. 6-on-5. Frank Chiliano is on the bench. Tied at 2. They up it to 7.5 seconds left to go. They seal off Robert Church. Dodds for Keenan. Stopped by Damoud. Walter in the corner won't get a chance with the rebound. A back and forth effort. Thrilling 15 minutes of play here on Co-op Field in SaskTel Center. It's Saskatchewan, Panther City, not at that 2.
Welcome back. Well, we've talked about a number of the Rush players formerly playing for Panther City, but we also have a connection on Panther City. Number 94, Panther City's captain Matt Hosick spent 4 seasons with Saskatchewan, winning a championship in 2018 before being scooped up in the expansion draft. And just to add an extra sprinkle in there, their director of player personnel and video coach Jordan Cornfield also played for the Rush in 2006. So as Cody mentioned, a lot of crossover happening between these two teams in the matchup tonight.
Thanks a bunch, Sabine. Also, fun fact, in his rookie season, Hosick also served as my color commentator for a game in Georgia once. I had nobody there. He was up in the booth beside me, jumped right in.
That's lacrosse, baby.
I love it. Matt Hosick, great guy. Huge loss for the Rush, but love seeing his success in Panther City. 10 out of 10 human he is, and a great defender as well.
Well, second quarter about to get underway here on Co-op Field. Ronan Bush, 2 for 5 on the draws up against Mike Messenger, who's won the other 3. Shots 15-15. After 15 minutes of play as Messenger goes and flattens Malcolm. Ball got scooped up. And they'll say it went off of a Panther City player into their own bench. So it'll be Rush possession to start the quarter.
Yeah, a lot of chaos down there, Cody. They're right below us. Does look like our refs got the correct call as that went off a white jersey into the bench.
Robert Church at top for Zach Mans. Church now kicks it back. Mans outside, scores right under the bar. Zach Mans puts Saskatchewan up 3-2.
After being broadcaster cursed in the first quarter, when you mentioned he had a goal in every opening quarter, Cody Jansen, he gets one in the second quarter after the curse is lifted. Just look at what Zach Mans does here. Shining star for Saskatchewan, acquired in the Mark Matthews trade. Just a big shot. If you're going to give him that kind of time and space, Zach Mans is going to make you pay. The defense focuses over on Robert Church a little bit too much, a little chaos in the middle. Mans has time to wind fire, pick his spot, and he's not going to miss many from there. His 15th on the young season, Cody.
Well, talking with the Rush coaches beforehand, I think they all wanted to see Mans shoot the ball a little bit more. Only 4 shots on goal against Vancouver. He only scored 1 in that game, which was a season low for him. Saskatchewan back up by 1 here. Will Malcolm with the ball. as an assist on that opening goal by Knox. Malcolm Caputo wide open, and he couldn't handle the pass.
Just a missed assignment, went in and out of the stick of Caputo. Great chance there. He likes playing Saskatchewan.
Mallory. Pass ends up behind the head of Keegan Bell and bounces all the way back into Saskatchewan territory. Panther City, watch out for Matthew Gauthier, the only player with a multi-point game going on right now for the boys in purple. Malcolm spin move, crease dive, stopped by Chiliano.
Meanwhile, for the guys in green, Robert Church with his old head coach back behind the bench. 3 points, he's in on all 3 goals for the Rush.
He's got the rock as well right now. Up for Clark Walter. Back to Church, 15 on the shot clock. Mans is behind the net. Robert Church on the roll. Daymud with the save. Ball popped free for a second, but Kazevnikov couldn't pull it out.
No, and well watched by the Panther City defense to make sure he was getting anywhere close to Nick Daymud.
Jonathan Donville. Back for Callum Crawford. One-on-one with Ryan Barnable. Gauthier. Play pass with Crawford up top. Swing it around. Donville inside. Gauthier, defender all over him, and a penalty is coming up against Saskatchewan. Barnable now chasing Gauthier. Dunk attempt. Chiliano got over to that left post.
Yeah, looks like this is going to come on Mike Mallory for a hold. Kind of got his hands up high when he was attempting a shot in all that chaos. You had 2 Panther City players near the net of Frank Chiliano. Mallory just gets his hands up to break up a scoring chance.
Saskatchewan penalty, number 10, 2 minutes holding.
This power play, it's presented by RS Breakers and Controls. Rely on RS Breakers and Controls to find all the right electrical supplies to meet your needs. Panther City, first power play of the game. They are 59% on the season, second in the National Lacrosse League. They did score on a 6-on-5 opportunity earlier on a delayed penalty. Callum Crawford, he'll quarterback the project. Donville. Little flip back for Caputo. It's behind him. Now Jarrett Smith pushed it over but couldn't grab the loose ball. Crawford takes the shot. Chiliano makes the save. Messenger now battles for the loose ball. It's on the ground, and Jake Boudreau will scoop it up. Stripped by Donville, and Crawford on the back check. Power play ensues. Fresh 30 clock for Panther City. Donville cross to Malcolm inside. Donville, that won't go. Jarrett Smith and Bobby Kidd III, the 2 defenders on the crease for Saskatchewan, getting in the way and causing some havoc. Now it's Keenan, touch pass, Bobby Kidd III. For a second, thought about gripping it and ripping it, decided to wait off just while you're a man down here. Well, that's some more clock.
Looked like a design play by the Rush. That little Keenan to Kidd flip, look wasn't there, so he wisely pulled back.
Triolo double team Zana, trying to get towards the net. The triple team got a backhand off as the shot clock was expiring.
Panther City, so many options on this power play. Crawford, Malcolm, and again, as I was saying earlier, Caputo, 10 points in 5 games against Saskatchewan.
Malcolm up top for Crawford. 30 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Crawford all the way across to Malcolm. Little fake behind the back, over to Malcolm, and they score. It's a quick stick, and we're tied at 3.
Again, you look what happens when teams are able to put a man behind the Rush net. Both times they've done that while either a man up or with a 6-on-5. They put somebody back there, and it just draws the attention of the 2 low defenders just enough that they almost forget about the high guys, and they let Will Malcolm sneak in all by himself over on the far side, a quick stick. Malcolm's not going to mess from there, but something to keep an eye on because Vancouver ran that a lot 5-on-5 against the Rush as well last week, and their big come from behind, that man behind the net. So far, so good for Panther City.
Malcolm's got his 10th of the season. He's the franchise leader in points with 214 net for Panther City. Joined the league 3 seasons ago. Isaac Enju with the ball off the face-off. Down for Zach Mans. Back and forth battle here. 2 Western rivals meeting up on Co-op Field. Ryan Keenan trying to pull this one short side. It's going to bounce back into the Rush bench.
two Western rivals. Meanwhile, you've got two former rivals behind the benches as Jimmy Quinlan and Tracy Kaluski. Well, they used to play each other when they played for Edmonton and Calgary from 06 to 2010.
A lot of good battles. And maybe a few fights in those two teams meeting up. Ball back for Crawford. Malcolm's up top. Crawford wants to drive to the net. Good slide as Barnable takes away his room. Now up top, Knox with the shots behind Chiliano, and he got it with that left arm.
Couple have gone behind Chiliano, but the reaction time to get down and smother it before it gets across the goal line. That's a sneaky hard play. It's hard to feel that ball when it comes off your pads after you've made a save.
Patrick Dotz up for Keenan. Rush will throw Clark Walter behind the net. Played 4-on-4 in front of the goal line. Man's on the roll. Shot got blocked, ends up in the corner. Ryan Keenan with the loose ball. 5 seconds. Dotz lets it go and he scores. Patrick Dotz fires it from Hodgeville, and the Rush are back up by 1.
Patrick Dodds stepped into that one about 3 different times, had all sorts of time to set his feet, wind and fire, goes high to low, then betwixt the pantaloons of Damoud. You just watch here, big shot, uses the defender as a screen, blows it right by him. Just a great shot there as Brandon Goodwin, all 6'1" of him, was hurting his goal instead of helping him, and Damoud might want that one back, but man, that shot had some mustard on a $2 hot dog night here at SaskTel Center, Cody.
Dodds can rip the biscuit. Flip side of the coin, he scored 7 times on Saskatchewan when he was a member of the opponents.
We didn't like him then.
Now he's got 1 against his former team, and Saskatchewan holds a 4-3 lead here. Bush and Messenger battle it out on the face-off. Centerly Panther City ball. Ronan Bush, again, we talk about defenders in their rookie season. Who gets talked about the most? Well, I think he gets talked about the least. And the disrespect it's felt because, boy, he's not afraid to go one-on-one with anyone, and he takes face-offs at a very good clip.
Certainly, he's already taken the lead in this game. He started off with a couple violations, now winning 5 of the 8 against Mike Messenger, who struggled mightily against everybody this year. But yeah, a great game for Push. The St. Albert product, almost a home game for him.
Zach Mans, 2-man game with Keenan. Mans will spin back, wants to drive to the net, and he scores! Zach Mans puts Gash in a blender, goes top shelf, and the Rush lead by 2.
That goal was, to steal one of your favorite words, Cody, bananas land. The athleticism to not only fake out the defender, then jump in the air and go over the goaltender. Wow! That is a highlight reel goal for Mr. Mans, quickly becoming a fan favorite, going back across his body with that unbelievable no-doubter. He was airborne longer than Michael Jordan from the free throw line on that one. Wow.
Mans up to 16 on the season. Saskatchewan leads by a pair. 9:40 to go, quarter number 2. Panther City looking for a response. Caputo back for Malcolm. Crawford, 1-on-1, flips it up, ends up with Knox. Caputo stripped of the ball by Isaac Enju. Pardon me, gets Connor McClelland in there. Remember, the lefties for Saskatchewan without Holden Garland in this game. Arguably their best defender not available. Couple other players stepping up here. Saskatchewan's up 5-3. Zach Mans has the latest on Co-op Field.
The National Lacrosse League returns to Montreal for the first time since 2004 when Jeff Teat and the New York Riptide clashed with Mark Matthews and the Toronto Rock on February 16th at Place Bell. Catch this event on TSN and RDS and streaming live on TSN Plus and ESPN Plus.
Thanks a lot, Sabine. That's going to be a ton of fun. Wish we were in Montreal. Where's our edition tape to go call that one, Cody? Sadly, it got lost in the mail. 5-3 Rush lead Panther City Lacrosse Club. 9:16 left. A much more energetic and disciplined Rush team. They made the coaching change. That's the biggest storyline coming into this one. And just watching them. Rush pre this season every time they get scored on. Body language, no bueno. Tonight, they're still feeling confident after getting scored on.
Robert Church, Triolo set the pick. Ball comes back for Clark Walter now. Church down low for Mans, has 2 in the quarter. Couldn't handle the pass though. Now Patton and Damout play hot potato by the crease. Tony Malcolm on the logo. Cross for Will Malcolm, defended by Messenger. Donville cuts across the middle. Malcolm back over, coaching. Shot got deflected, but he got his own rebound, and he's knocked to the turf by Messenger. A goal-saving hit by Mike Messenger.
Messenger is in a bad mood tonight. He's been playing very physical, but might have taken it just a bit too far here, as behind the play, he took another run at Matthew Gauthier, and he goes into the boards, and Callum Crawford is now out to argue something, probably looking for a major here. I think that's the conversation our officiating crew is having. Minor or major, as he stapled Gauthier into the boards.
Saskatchewan penalty, 2 minutes, illegal cross-check.
Well, this power play is presented by RS Breakers and Controls. Rely on RS Breakers and Controls to find all the right electrical supplies to meet your needs.
I hate to be harsh, but that was a dumb penalty by Mike Messenger. You can't cross-check a guy in the face, especially behind the play. I thought he stapled him on the boards. Nah, went right for his chops with the stick.
Panther City 1-for-1 on the power play this evening. Callum Crawford now back pedal, won't shoot. Over to Malcolm. Donville. Man behind the net, Caputo, crease dive, scores. Phil Caputo with the beauty on the power play, cuts the lead in half.
A man behind the net is the Rush's kryptonite for the guys in green. Again, Panther City striking on the power play. Their second power play goal tonight and a 6-on-5 goal. They work the man advantage to perfection. Great chaos, draw attention over there. Great pass, finding his guy with a quick little head fake. Callum Crawford to Caputo. Caputo goes airborne, sneaks it behind Frank Chiliano. Looks like we're gonna have a challenge here. See if he touched the crease. That is some good distance on the challenge flag, but I'm trying to see if Keenan or Quinlan threw it, because whoever did might have a tryout for the Saskatoon Berries coming up here. That was a cannon coming out of the suit jacket.
Definitely Jimmy Quinlan.
Just a rocket as that challenge flag went flying. That's why I didn't see it. I was looking down by the bench. And then wham, way out by center floor. All right, taking a look here as you got to look at Caputo.
The end of a goal called on the field. The previous plays under further review.
Oh, that's a good goal. I can confidently say as we get a look at the replay, our great work of our production team here. Maybe a little deceiving because of the long white leggings that he wears, but looks like a good goal to me, Cody.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Again, they're looking at when his elbows do touch down, because it looks like his feet are both outside of the crease when he jumps. And so it's, you know, is the ball across the line fully? But I guess if you look at that back foot, it does trail and touch. Watch that back foot here.
Okay. Oh, we were almost looking like...
There, it's down.
There, it's down. Great catch, Cody. I might be 0 for 2 on the disputed goal calls after this one. You're right. Almost like an NFL receiver that tries to keep that in on the tippy toes of the white sideline.
Just the reverse.
That's not what you want to do, right? In football, good thing. Lacrosse, bad thing. So now this one is gonna be tricky. We've got some great camera angles of it here, seeing that back foot. And you know, if Jimmy Quinlan, he's usually the kind of guy that takes a few moments to throw out the challenge flag. That thing was yarded across the floor. A little harder to see on the overhead, but I think if you take that overhead look and you look at the same timestamp on that other one, it's tough to say.
That's your exact freeze frame right there on screen. Is that toe down? Is it in? Because that toe or foot is 100% on the crease.
Yes.
But was the ball over? And again, I think the ball does look over in that angle.
That's exactly what they're looking at
And
right
so
now.
you'd have to go to the one before, or whatever, half a millisecond. It's crazy what they slow it down to, but...
Yeah, because the ball is clearly in there, but that right foot.
I would have to say I'm second-guessing myself the more we watch it, and I think they're going to count it as it's going to be too hard to overturn, right?
So I might fluke into my first correct no-goal call of the year.
Well, it all depends on the angle, right? And it has to be conclusive. They called it a goal on the floor, so you have to have conclusive evidence that it was no goal.
I don't know if we have that. I don't know if it's... See, that to me looks like his foot is on the white. That to me is the best chance at a conclusive look. The ball is... Okay, if you watch, we're backing it up here. You've got foot
down
there, but also you've got ball behind. I think it's going to count because I think the ball is behind Chiliano when the foot does drag.
I mean, if we just go back and forth enough times, eventually we'll get it right. It's, again, been an extended challenge here. As you can see, the fans will go up and grab themselves some refreshments on $5 beer night in Saskatchewan. Some special guests in the building. Joey Chestnut, Jay Onright from TSN, obviously, and a few others kicking around the Saskatoon Center.
I'm going to say too close to reverse, Cody Jansen.
After review, the shooter's foot touches down in the crease before the ball crosses the goal line. Okay, we have no goal.
I'm 0 for 2, but the home fans on cheap hot dog and brewskis night, they're pretty glad. All right, 0 for 2. That's I'm really good at picking up goals on this one.
So Mike Messenger gladly walks back to the sin bin, but the Rush still have a minute 48 left to kill of his penalty. And this Panther City squad, well, they're 2 for 2, being up a man if you count the 6-on-5 with the delayed. And their power play, second best in the league. And I think some would argue they might even be the best power play unit, especially at the rate they're clipping at right now.
Oh, certainly. Like, it presents such a challenge with having so many elite scorers, especially with the Malcolm Crawford combo. You have two absolute elite guys that can set up on either side of the floor and spread out your defense. What do?
And now for Saskatchewan, shorthanded, they've scored 8 times through the first 5 games of the season. A lethal unit. Robert Church now. Back pedal pass all the way across for Keenan. 5 on the shot clock. Keenan inside. Triolo's got it to his forehand. Save made by Damu.
Again, the joys of being 6'8" there for Triolo. A lot of those Rush shorthanded goals come in transition, so watch here if they get a chance to counterattack with some of their young, speedy guys like Boudreau, Bobby Kidd III, Jared Smith, who are all out there.
Little spin move by Medeiros, hands it off to Crawford. Power play continues. Less than 60 seconds on this current man advantage. Crawford flip. Donville trying to go across to Malcolm. Scored with a quick stick earlier with that. And the pass for Adam Jay. Pardon me, ball's on the ground, and now that shot clock's going to expire as Jay getting into it with Matthew Gauthier. Gauthier's at the center of everything, and he is afraid of exactly 0 people in this building.
Adam Jay was looking down the floor before he scooped the ball on that one. Leads to a little bit of getting to know Mr. Gauthier a little bit closer.
SJHL alumni, as you pointed out earlier, part of the Weyburn Red Wings, about 3 and change south of Saskatoon. Here's Zach Mance. Little spin move back, 5 on the shot clock. Mans now. Outside look, Damoud with the save. Rebound stays in the crease.
Nice rebound control by Nick Damoud. You knew exactly what Zach Mans was going for there. Going for the rebound and the reset. And the Messenger is out. We're back to 5-on-5, Cody.
Steps right to a defensive shift to cover Will Malcolm. Donville, long range. Chiliano makes the sink. Gauthier poked it back. Donville, cross for Gauthier. Shot goes wide, and now Barnable spinning, got it with the backhand.
Which was good. That was rolling right towards a couple Panther City teammates, but the old no-look, whack it with your stick, works out for Mr. Barnable.
Keegan Bell, second game of the season to Skull Stump. The D2 rankings. Robert Church runs himself into a maze of defenders. One arm for Keenan. 5 on the shot clock. Church now. Mance, little fadeaway. Shot got blocked, and Walter wisely shovels it into the corner.
No surprise, Matt Hosick in on the teeth of Robert Church and his friends, forcing the turnover and the shot clock violation there.
Donville was looking for Crawford to go to the net. He opted not to. Now it's Malcolm, a little bouncer. Misses the top right corner. Callum Crawford lane towards net. Behind the net, dunk attempt as Giuliano got that with his right hand as Knox got hammered by Bobby Kidd III. Back the other way, it's Jared Smith with the ball. Finds Walter on the run. Clark Walter to the middle, stopped by Damu.
Knox coming back to the bench, smashing his stick against the steel and getting looked at by the training staff.
Tony Malcolm, transition attempt, one over. Giuliano dropped down and the ball gets ripped all the way back into the Panther City bench as Tracy Koluski catches the loose ball, and we are off to break. 5-3, Saskatchewan leads. Frank Giuliano, couple of stops late in quarter number 2.
Rush lead 5-3 against Panther as we're in the second quarter, and you can hear the intensity across the benches in as these two teams are basically having their own words with each other between plays, and you can hear both players kind of having their back and forth and kind of chirping each other because you can sense the intensity that they are playing with this game. Cody?
Thanks a lot, Sabine. I can tell you from somebody who's been near those benches, it's a good thing we have a mute button on Sabine's mic, as this one is starting to get more and more physical there. Knox is back up after taking one right into the back. That's what we like to see. You know, you got a physical battle going on here. Both teams going back and forth. The defensives have stepped up here as nobody's been able to score for about 10 minutes. Daymud and Giuliano putting on a show. Good defense, physical, everything you'll want on a Saturday night in Saskatchewan.
Kazevnikov down for Robert Church. 20 on the shot clock. Keenan looks, he's got Mance. Kazevnikov cutting through the middle. Opened the scoring in this game early in quarter number 1. Church spin move around Patton. Now he's going to try dive through the crease. Hauled down, got a shot off, but Damu sealed that right pipe. Panther City going back the other way as Hosick finds an outlet. Callum Crawford. Crawford to Donville. Will Malcolm's up top. Less than 4 to go in the opening half. Malcolm inside Caputo. Won't drop. Caputo's got 12 on the season. Tracy Koluski said, hey, he's been one of the more impressive forwards on this squad. Will Malcolm now tries another bouncer. Second one in a row, though, that ends up over the crossbar. Pass back to Goche. It was behind Giuliano. Stays out. Now Goche's got it. Giuliano still on the ground, and a friendly bounce ends up in the stick of Frank Giuliano.
Frank Giuliano gets a couple members bounces here at Co-op Field. Both those balls had a great chance to go behind them. They spin the correct direction.
Clark Walter on the logo now. Walter, an All-American at Limestone. Dots for Keenan. Shot clock expiring here as Mance trying to go high 5-hole again, and Nick Damu makes the save. Someone his coach says is a top 3 goaltender in this league, in his belief.
I'd agree with that take.
Callum Crawford one-on-one with Jake Boudreau. Boudreau moved from Brampton to Saskatoon this year as Donville denied by Giuliano.
Getting lots of love for the Saskatoon fans whenever he's out at the mall. Always see fans posting selfies with Jake Boudreau. Quickly becoming part of this community. Love seeing him out at all the community events. That's why it's huge to have some players living right in the city.
Robert Church. Pick got set by Keegan Bell. Staying in play. Defender, the broken stick in Gash. Son of NFLer Sam Gash. Outside look by Keegan Bell. Save made by Damu.
Gash, like his NFL father, knowing how to use his hands and not take a holding call there, as he's able to play effectively without the stick and not take a penalty.
Dylan Hutchison up top for Knox. Works out. He's not afraid to stay and play either. Malcolm, kick back. Knox, shot stopped by Frankie.
Good to see Knox back out there. He took a pretty hard hit right before our last commercial timeout. Had his lower body looked at and back out there. Don't want to see guys miss time for injury.
Messenger for Mans. Opens up some space. Kazavnikov outside to the net. Quick shot. Punched away by Damu. Still on the ground as Panther City ends up heading south. It's Tony Malcolm. Caputo's off the bench. Goche now down Main Street, stopped by Shiliano. Rebound, Tony Malcolm. The shooting gallery continues. Caputo, now he'll hold it. Shot clock got reset. Frank Shiliano keeping his side in the lead for the time being. Crawford, pump fake, shot got blocked. Wants to go again. One-on-one to the net. Shiliano denies him with the right pad as Jake Boudreau played the one-on-one perfectly.
Unbelievable. Frank Shiliano looking like the old brick wall you'd get while playing Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey on the N64. Save after save there to keep his young teammates in it, keep them composed, and keep them in the lead.
Got a 17-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Rebound here is what you're playing for. Ryan Keenan directs traffic for Robert Church. Trying to go short side high, misses the mark, and now Panther City can call a timeout and drop a 6-on-5 play.
And that's exactly what they're going to do, Cody. Panther City, 2 power play goals with a man advantage, 1 6-on-5 goal and a delayed penalty. So they've had a ton of success in this opening quarter. In fact, all of their goals so far coming with the man advantage. They're going to have that here, and just like the Rush at the end of the first quarter, going to have a pretty good opportunity here, set something up, execute a play after the timeout.
Well, you get a look at the bench there. Tracy Koleski, former member of the Calgary Roughnecks, says it's interesting and just all the connections around the lacrosse world. We talk about how Koleski was playing against Quinlan growing up. You see Toll there. You get a look at Jeremy Talevi, been around the Kufla world out in Ontario, and all those connections, drawn up a play. And essentially, if you're the Rush, we saw when Saskatchewan went 6-on-5, Panther City pinched off Church and basically played as a 5-on-4. So do the Rush do that with Crawford? It's an interesting, that's what makes coaching so tough in this league, where it's almost a lose-lose, but you got to try your best to just minimize the scar.
Well, and you know if you're going to take away Crawford, then you've got Will Malcolm, the franchise's all-time leader out there as well. Like, Panther City has so much high-end offensive talent and even some under-heralded guys. Like, again, we've been talking about Gauthier a lot here tonight. I don't think you can seal one guy off. I think you have to let the play come to you here, react. They're going to have a ton of time. You know they're going to run it down. 16 seconds put back up on the game clock after the timeout. So you know Crawford's going to wait as long as he can until he can go. You don't want to give them a chance at the empty goal 200 feet away.
Jake Boudreau will defend Callum Crawford. Looks like he'll try hold him back, and that's what he will. Behind the net, Gochek, Donville back. Malcolm quick stick scores. Just like earlier in the corner, Will Malcolm with the quick stick has his second of the game.
And again, it all starts behind the net. I'm starting to sound like a bit of a broken record here, Cody, but this time Panther City puts their man behind the net, fakes like he's not going to get it, goes quick passes, right? You can actually see it there as Bobby Kidd III, he's behind his own net defending, but the quick pass out front, that's Gauthier, quick pass to Donville, another quick pass over to Malcolm. Bobby Kidd III gets caught in the wash. Wide open look for Malcolm, who, again, you cannot hope to stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
Automatic with the man advantage is how it feels. I know the Rush have one penalty kill in the game, but Panther City continues to claw their way back. 5-4, Saskatchewan's in lead. Panther City, though, has outshot Saskatchewan 28-26 in this contest.
Yeah, it's really been a back and forth first half, but you mentioned it, Cody. Panther City's got 2 goals and a 6-on-5 with an empty net. They've got 2 power play goals. So the Rush outplay them in a 5-on-5. You need to make sure that you stay disciplined. You need to make sure you don't give them those man advantages because it's burning you right now. And down low, we go to Sabine Ahmad betwixt the benches with Rush captain Robert Church.
Rob, you can sense the intensity and speed you guys came out of the gate to play tonight. What was the mindset heading into tonight's game?
Yeah, we got to win some games. 1-4 isn't going to cut it, so we know this is massive. So we had a couple good days of practice, and I think we had a pretty good start. Obviously, we'd like to be going in 2-goal lead, but one's good, and we're going to come out firing again.
So what do you have to do to keep that lead into the second half?
Just keep the intensity, playing hard on O, keep our D on their hands, and it's a low-scoring game, but I think it's going to stay that way. So we just got to keep tight and not make mistakes.
Thanks so much.
Robert Church, a goal and 3 assists in the opening 30 minutes of play on Co-op Field. Saskatchewan up 5-4. Coming up at the half, well, we'll take a look at some highlights and analysis, get you NLL wired, and of course, take a look at those out-of-town scores. We're live from Saskatoon in the Rush and Panther City in the NLL. Live inside SaskTel Center, it's Cody Jansen, John Fraser, Sabine Ahmad with you. Saskatchewan Rush up 5-4 on Panther City Lacrosse Club after 30 minutes of play. A back-and-forth battle. We've seen the offenses at times take over. We've seen the goaltenders and the defense flex their muscles a little bit. But ultimately, this game is still up for grabs, absolutely.
Great intensity as it's all starting to get picked up here between the two teams. You said it best, Cody. This was a goaltending show. 9 goals in the first half, but man, both Frank Chiliano, Nick Damoud standing on their heads, but there's some dangerous offensive weapons out there that can still put the ball in the net.
Absolutely, and for the Rush, I think Robert Church with 4 points, he was definitely the focal point.
Yeah, he's looking much better early in this one because Nevnikov coming out with the goal early on, getting to the dirty areas, something that they weren't doing a whole lot of. Quick response there by Knox as he just bullies his way towards the net. One of the 4 goals all with the man up that you'll notice here. A lot of behind the net play. Callum Crawford, just those stick fakes. You can't leave him alone like that. Goes betwixt the pantaloons of Frank Chiliano. Robert Church, like I said, he said they needed to bring the intensity, and he's leading by example in a dirty area there. Finds the back of the net. Zach Mans, just look at this shot. This is just a high-skill offensive player with time and space. Coaching staff said they want him to shoot more, and that's what he's been doing tonight. Another dangerous player. We talked pregame about Callum Crawford. Maybe not getting the love was Malcolm. He also had 12 points last week. Well, he's got himself a couple quick stick goals from that near side of the post. And Dodds, the former member of the Panther City Lacrosse Cup, coming up here. Time to shoot. Goes low to low. One of the hardest shots to stop if you're a goalie. Finds it between the legs there of Damoud. Mans again. Fan favorite in Saskatchewan, just the athleticism in this play. To fake his man out, go up in the air, bring the stick back across his body, all while maintaining through the air. The in-house announcer called it a Superman goal. I thought he could fly. But right before the half here, Cody, to cut the deficit to 1. That was Will Malcolm again. Almost a carbon copy. No, you're not seeing a replay. You do not need to check your TV. It's another Will Malcolm quick stick.
Shots on goal after 30 minutes of play. 28-26 in favor of Panther City. Face-offs go towards Mike Messenger. 6-5 in that category. Power plays Rusher 1 for 1. Panther City's 1 for 2 as Phil Caputo's goal, well, no goal. It was called off. Loose balls in favor of Panther City. 39-24. Saves 24-21 for Frank Chiliano, who it's been an incredible battle between these two goaltenders. As you can see, a battle on the floor going on right now. It's Joey Chestnut versus the world on Co-op Field.
Time now to take a look at some of those out-of-town scores, starting with last night. Halifax beat Philadelphia 15-14, and Vancouver beating Georgia Georgia beating Vancouver 12-11. Meanwhile, New York beat Calgary 11-10, and Vegas beating Albany 9-6. And taking a look at more of the Week 10 scores, Rochester and Buffalo. Buffalo beating Rochester 12-8. Calgary, Toronto tied at 1. Last weekend, the Toronto Rock and Buffalo Bandits faced off in Hamilton. Dan Craig and Chase Frazier were wired up for another special edition of NLL Wired. Take a look and listen to what went down.
These two teams don't like each other. It feels like a playoff game every time they meet. Oh, and by the way, this is the first meeting since the playoffs last year, Shanny, when Buffalo swept Toronto in the East Finals.
Manage your controllables and play smart. We're the best team on this floor. They know it. We know it. We go and show it right now. Shot! It's out, Tommy! Send Riolo! Push the hole!
Look at the action in front of the benches. This is the playoff type feel we often get with these teams.
Hey, we gotta be prepared for the press here.
Yeah. Ian McKay rushes the floor, shoots, scores! Toronto trying to answer right back.
Yeah.
Across to Boucher, and stopped by Vince, who's on his game early. Nothing on net yet. Fraser shoots, scores!
Big fellow, great ball movement.
Craig, some room, drives, scores!
Stop, Banger! Same five here, same five. Right back.
Boucher. This is over, Fraser scores!
Good job.
Clock winding down, Schreiber in tight, Craig scores!
Great call, boys.
Toronto looking for a little spark, and they find one real late in the second quarter.
Banger, how are you?
Good, you? Hey, good seal on that side, eh? Hey, nice look. I'll go behind the net, eh? It was a pass. I should have shot.
I thought you shot it. I thought it was going in.
I gotta shoot it.
Freezing, right?
Yeah, I gotta shoot that.
Look at him. Let's just walk down the tunnel to sell it a little bit. 5 on 4.
Fraser putting the head down, little swim behind the back. How can that be real from Chase Fraser? Back to Fraser in tight, Nanico, twister, scores!
Should probably pay attention. Great look. That's that 2-man all day.
Fraser with the hat trick, shoots, scores!
Yes!
Buffalo starting to pull away if the Bandits come in and walk out with a big 16-14 victory.
The National Lacrosse League is brought to you by NLLstore.ca, a Fanatics experience, officially licensed everything.
Well, in case you were wondering what you missed at halftime here at Co-op Field at SaskTel Center, our halftime entertainment from the Rush and Panther City game was Joey Chestnut. It was hosted by Jay Onright himself from TSN. Joey Chestnut was competing against some local fans in a mini donut eating competition. They had 3 minutes to take him down, and in case you were wondering who the winner was, none other than Joey Chestnut downing 110 mini donuts in 3 minutes. The other fans got to about 20 mini donuts.
And credit to Sabine, who on our pregame show said he'd down 107. She's the winner of the pick'em pool.
That's why you listen to the pregame show as we are back underway, second half. Another face-off going Panther City's way. It's Ronan Push. Rookie defender has been stellar so far in this game. Defensively at the dot, does it all. Matthew Gauthier up top, 15 on the shot clock. 5-4 Saskatchewan leads. Panther City had 1 goal called off in the opening half. That's the difference maker up until this point. Will Malcolm, a couple of goals in the contest. Zips it across for Caputo off the top of his stick. Callum Crawford has it as the shot clock expires.
Great battle, too, in the first half for the two goaltenders, Daymud and Chiliano. 24 saves Chiliano, 21 for Daymud, along with some highlight reel goals.
Turf Monster catches Keenan. Back the other way goes Panther City. Malcolm trying to cut through the middle. And they'll wait as Donville's up. The Rush have 6 players on the floor, so a delayed call coming against Saskatchewan. It'll be a 6-on-5 opportunity now. Panther City scored twice on 6-on-5 opportunities in this contest. 6 seconds left. Donville to the net. Bounces this one out of play as Panther City going to their 3rd power play of the game.
Another call behind the play as the Rush got to work on their discipline. Panther City, 2 goals, 6-on-5, 2 power play goals.
Saskatchewan penalty, 2 minutes illegal substitution.
Well, there you go. Too many men on the floor. This power play, it's presented by RS Breakers and Controls. Rely on RS Breakers and Controls to find all the right electrical supplies to meet your needs. Mike Mallory, the in-home for Saskatchewan. He will serve the minor penalty for 2 or less. Panther City, 1 for 2 technically on the man advantage. Crawford, little back pedal, has Donville up top. Caputo's behind the net. Donville kicks that one to him. Now he's got it behind the X. Rush will have to settle down their penalty kill here as Jared Smith defends Crawford. Over to Malcolm, quick stick, scores. The hat trick for Will Malcolm.
That one a blown assignment by Bomby Kid III. You could see he stuck out his stick saying, hey, somebody cover Malcolm, when he should have been the man doing it. He was the guy down low responsible for Will Malcolm. Doesn't follow him. You'll see here on the replay, points him out. He's waiting for somebody to go over there, except that's his guy. It's Malcolm. He goes between the legs of Chiliano. Another quick stick goal from where he likes to shoot from, his 3rd of the night. All 3 look like clones of each other, and it's now a tie game here early in the second half, and fears of the second half collapse seem to be creeping into the crowd of SaskTel Center, remembering their last home game against Vancouver.
Wow, 3 goals, pretty much the exact same way for Will Malcolm. Dangerous with the quick stick, accurate. That's the difference maker, is everyone can get those opportunities. Takes a special player like Will Malcolm to bury him consistently. Here's Jonathan Donville back to level ground. Panther City looking for a lead. Donville as Gauthier on that side. Crawford comes in late off the bench with Caputo. Will Malcolm, high shot. That's off the left shoulder of Frank Chiliano. 2 of them would have played over Summer Langley New West rivalry out in the WLA.
Malcolm so far 4 points of the night. Gauthier 3 for Panther City. Church has 4 for the Rush. Mans 3.
Ryan Keenan with it now. Robert Church, room inside. Daymud's dancing and he scores. Bobby under the bar. Robert Church makes it 6-5 Rush.
And a filthy stick fake there by Robert Church. Fakes the shot so effectively. He had Daymud down on his knees. Wow, what is everybody bit for that? Church gets open in the middle. Keenan finds him there. Just a great fake as the coverage was sliding over. Daymud dropped to his knees like the hockey goalie, figuring Church was going low. Church fake, pops it back up. All day to go. Bar down, as the kids these days would say. And the Rush lead again.
Jake Boudreau scoops up the Lucy off the face-up. Full run around Hossack and Malcolm. Boudreau for Bill. Stopped by Daymud. Bobby Kidd III got the loose ball, but they'll give Panther City possession.
Yeah, Bell with a toe in the crease after that shot, I believe, Cody.
Donville above the restraining line. Down for Knox. 1 in the contest. Knox, the Ohio State alumni. Defended by Jake. Switch comes as Barnable helps out. Crawford, Donville, twister denied.
Donville has been dangerous tonight. He's only got the 1 assist so far in the evening, but a few grade A chances.
Now for second count on Chiliano. Madero's to the net, robbed by Chiliano.
Well, Chiliano's not happy with the original call, but he's able to make the save whether he's happy or not. Maybe a little bit more motivated to come up with a big save there is an angry Frank Chiliano.
Keenan from the corner, walks it up top. Fifth forward on the floor is Zach Mans. This Jared Smith will stay in play. Mans back for Keenan. Over to Dodds. 5 on the shot clock. Dodds now back for Mans. Spins to the net, and it's off the post.
Taking a Dwight Schrute spin move and a Superman all in one go. Nearly another highlight reel goal for Zach Mans, but just coming up a little short.
Callum Crawford on the run now. He'll try spin down low on Jay as Messenger flattens up to the turf.
Oh, the ref's letting him play. It's just a moment ago you saw up top Bobby Kidd III, hard pick, then that hard hit by Messenger. Nice to see the physicality and intensity continuing into the second half.
Clark Walter now trying to swim move on Malcolm. Kicks it back. Don's on the restraining line. Hits Kazevnikov. Kazevnikov had a shot lane there. Misses the mark. Triolo gets the loose ball though. 5 to work with. Kazevnikov now hard pick by Triolo on the back.
Yeah, that one you knew was going to get called right to the rear end. Triolo turning the ball over.
Donville. Outside finds Knox on the roll. Bouncer. Catches a little iron and heads out of play.
I think that might have actually deflected off the shaft of Chiliano's stick as well. Weird bounce on that one, Cody, and the fans got a souvenir.
Will Malcolm one-on-one with Isaac Enju. Jared Smith will slide down to defend Knox. Ball to Donville. Rookie of the year, Jonathan Donville. Denied by the Rush netminder, and Chiliano throws up a dart for Enju. Enju's got Barnable with him. Flip for Mans, bit of a high pass though, so he'll wisely corral it instead of forcing anything. Barnable in the corner for Dodds. Patrick Dodds up to Robert Church. 7 on the shot clock now. Barnable will stay in play. Church to the middle. Trying to go back down for Walter. He got it right back on the run. Stick wrapped around his head as he's hauled down. It'll be Panther City possession, but we'll head off to break inside SaskTel Center. 6-5 is the score. Rush out in front.
The NLL returns to Montreal for the first time since 2004 when the New York Riptide clashed with the Toronto Rock on February 16th at Place Bell. For tickets, visit eventco.ca or scan the QR code.
Thanks, Sabine. 6-5 Saskatchewan Rush leading on this one. Game leaders so far, Robert Church, 2 goals, 3 assists, and another guy having himself a decent game, that being Will Malcolm. He's going to start off with it here. Malcolm, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points.
Inside for Crawford. He'll spin back on Smith, but he stepped in the crease. Jared Smith airmails one for Jake Boudreau. Boudreau up with Barnable. He'll spin back now. Hard pick set by Barnable. Boudreau with the shot, and he scores! Bouncers will go. Boudreau puts the Rush up by 2.
Jake Boudreau plays defense for the Rush, but whenever he takes an offensive shift, you got to look out for him. He's got a ton of high-end offensive skill and speed, and he shows it off there as the Rush in transition. Let him stay up there and run. And as you said, Cody, bouncers will go as that goes betwixt the legs of Nick Damoud. Back-to-back goals now for the Rush, and fans worried that they were going to see a complacent Rush team like we saw in the second half against Vancouver. So far, it's off to a better start. I don't want to broadcast or jinx it here, although people watching back in Dallas probably wish I did.
A bomb by Boudreau for his 3rd of the season. He scored 6 last year for the Saskatchewan Rush. Face-off goes Panther City's way. Crawford, hard pick on the back of McClelland. He's lucky that's not a penalty. They'll give Saskatchewan possession as Crawford complains his case to the ref.
I think Crawford spoke to the officials more than his own teammates so far in this one.
Triolo Back over to Keenan. He'll get some rug burn there as he goes for a tumble. Patrick Dodds up top. Now a penalty coming as Mans got flattened. Keenan's got it up top. 7 on the shot clock. Zach Mans gets up. Chiliano on the bench at 6 on 5. Keenan to the middle. Flip down low for Walter. One hand on his stick. Almost got that off, but the Rush are going to the man advantage.
As Matt Hossack stayed with him. And now Matt Hossack gets to take a casual tour to the bin of sin for the cross-checking penalty.
Panther City penalty, number 94, 2 minutes illegal cross-check.
This power plate's presented by RS Breakers and Controls. Rely on RS Breakers and Controls to find all of the right electrical supplies to meet your needs.
Gives the local fans an opportunity to say hello to Matt Hossack, who's back in Saskatchewan. Former draft pick is Rush superfan Pilly. Knows him well.
Having no fun at all down there.
No, not at all. Actually, it looks like the conversation's quite cordial, Tony.
Ryan Keenan quarterbacks the power play up top. Zach Mance, the lefty shooter. Over to Church. Ball got deflected. Dodds has it in the corner. Manton's back up top. Now it's Church to the middle. Scores! Bobby bounces one home. It's 8-5. Rush on the power play.
Cody, I know I'm only supposed to say it once a game, but he goes betwixt the pantaloons of Nick Daymood and back-to-back-to-back goals for the Saskatchewan Rush. Robert Church again in that high-danger middle area. Not something we saw from the Rush offense. Using his guy as a screen. You're seeing more of Church in the middle here tonight. That's been, to me, the most notable adjustment for the Rush offense that struggled at the end of their last game against Vancouver. Church is in the middle. That allows him to use guys as screens, pick his corners. He's got the whole net to shoot at, and Bobby Church isn't going to miss from that kind of look.
Church, an elite player, and now he's up to 9 power play goals this season. As the refs, I think we had face-off violations going both ways, so they'll have a conversation, and it will be Rush ball. You got to give credit to Ronan Push, though. That's him and Messenger are going chin to chin, and the two of them, I mean, that is some mean mugging going down on the strike.
And two big boys Push, 185, Messenger 225. It's a lot of meat at that face-off dot.
Church with the ball. Put him on hat trick watch. Pardon me, Church has got 3 in this one. Oh, back pedal. Mike Triolo with the rock. He'll drive the net now to the crease. Staymoot denies him.
I wasn't going to correct you. I'm glad you got it yourself.
I'll do math in my head. Back the other way. Knox is denied. Robbed by Chiliano with the right hand.
Another great save, Chiliano. But it looks like we might have a call coming up here, as I think I saw this. Oh, it's just called for the Push. Panther City ball. Looked to me for a minute as the Push and the cross-check are so similar. It's just the Push. Panther City gets it back after the chaos.
Callum Crawford up top for Knox. Knox, little swim move. Kick back, Malcolm. It's behind Chiliano, and Barnable keeps it out. Back the other way. Here goes Keegan Bell. The big man turned on the Jets at 6'6", decides to hit the brakes, though.
Chiliano with about his 4th members bounce of the night as that one came off him hot. Spun away from the goal line. That easily could have found its way across. Chiliano's got the new radioactive turf to thank again.
Robert Church. Dodds. Back to Mans. Mans now. Dodds. Quick stick. Great kick. Daymoot. Boy, he has made half a dozen A+ saves.
Game with 13 goals and probably 13 stellar saves from our 2 men tending the twine tonight. It's been a great battle, Cody.
Crawford with the rock. He'll drive, kick it up for Malcolm. Bouncer misses the mark, and Jarrett Smith scoops it up, though. And with that last save, not on that play, the one before, Frank Chiliano, 31 saves on the game, now up to 4,000 in his career in the regular season. Rush offense, go to work, less than 20 on the shot clock for Robert Church and company. Mike Triolo, Edmonton senior B-star over summer. 26 goals at the President's Cup. Ball down for Mans. Pass was a little in tight and on the hands.
Huge career achievement there, Cody. 4,000 saves for Chiliano. Not only do you got to be healthy, you got to be good, and you got to be able to play a long time. He's done all of that.
Will Malcolm now trying to float one and got blocked by Mallory. Hutchison stay in play here. Crawford one-on-one with Barnable. Pick gun set by Donville. Crawford to the net. Save is made. Rebound Caputo, and he scores.
Buzzer went for the shot clock, but obviously that was waved off by the Chiliano save, and that popped right out as Chiliano's falling backwards moments after making his 4,000th save. He does get beat, but that's not one you can put on him. Defensive breakdown, a little bit of chaos. Shot going on, and you know, you're shooting for a rebound there. Crawford is not shooting to try to beat Chiliano necessarily. He's shooting for that exact angle. He's looking for it to pop off the shoulder and come out front. That's what it does, and Johnny on the spot is Mr. Phil Caputo, the Brampton product, to stop the Rush's 3-goal second-half run.
34 goals last season for Phil Caputo. 10 points in 5 games against Saskatchewan in his career. Coming into this one, Ronan Bush, another face-off win. Ma got airmail there. Panther City down by 2 as Connor McClellan jumps up on Tony Malcolm. Crawford with the ball. Scours the far side of the floor. Does it on the shot clock. Runs into Jarrett Smith, and he misses the mark by a few feet. Knox now knocked down, over and back's going to get called, and then he rolled one away from Adam Jay, who might have had an opportunity if that was left cleanly on the turf. But where it stands right now, we'll head off to immediate timeout. 8-6 Saskatchewan up on Panther City on Co-op Field.
And another special guest in the house tonight in Saskatoon, Jose Barrios of the Toronto Blue Jays. He was in town for a charity dinner last night. It was great. He was able to talk about the controversial decision of him getting pulled in that playoff game. Here doing good things for charity and showing off his cannon of an arm with it. Well, you don't need a t-shirt cannon when you got Jose Barrios. Hand him a couple t-shirts, let him go to town. Awesome seeing the Blue Jays come here.
Barrios as well. He's got the Saskatoon Berries hat on. So yes, a fitting touch for the SCG club joining the Western Baseball League this upcoming summer. On the floor, Saskatchewan up 8-6 in this contest. Phil Caputo has the latest for Panther City. Robert Church for Saskatchewan. Shots on goal 37-32 in favor of Fort Worth Squad.
Oh, it was interesting. Barrios just saying just enough that he wasn't happy with getting pulled without throwing anybody under the bus. Great dinner put on by the Kinsman Club at Saskatoon. Great local organization here in the city.
Zach Mans up top. Rush will put Chiliano on the bench. A bit of a sneak, and now they end up throwing this away. This could get dangerous, but Dodds scoops it up off the turf. Chiliano's got to hustle back. Dodds does control it, though, as Zach Mans took his eye off the ball, and the Rush are throwing the meatball around out there.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous. I don't know if Panther City realized the net was empty. They weren't really going after it for the freebie, but Rush got away with one there on a broken sneak play.
Jimmy Quinlan not afraid to try the sneak. Back for Malcolm in the middle. Donville stepped down into one. Kick saved by Chiliano. Boudreau hustles up into the neutral zone. Tony Malcolm will step up on him as Barnable bounces one back. The two of them, obviously, first-round draft picks. But, boy, are they playing well together. And you're missing Holden Garland. Big shoes to fill. Keenan towards the net. Ends up getting stripped of the ball.
One thing that a very angry Robert Church said to us post-game against Vancouver.
As back the other way, Tony Malcolm puts one top shelf, his 5th of the season.
To finish that thought, Robert Church said that he was upset with the way his team came out so flat, and they didn't keep the energy up going on there, and it looks like That's kind of not been the case here, except on that goal, as Tony Malcolm just catches everybody basically standing around. Malcolm's able to go for a jog, a free look, does the new West product. The team leader in loose balls coming on down and just beating Chiliano clean. Chiliano looking almost surprised by that shot. You don't see a lot of opportunities from Tony Malcolm, but he's got 5 so far on the year in transition. I think Chiliano was thinking pass. Malcolm beats him, and now 2-goal run for Panther City.
Tracy Koloski couldn't say enough good things about Tony Malcolm this morning when I talked with him. Just one of the players who continually gets better as his game progresses. Also 1 loose ball away from 600 in his National Lacrosse League career.
Is that good?
Walter through the middle. Triolo's got it back. And they're going to say he cut through the crease, but he never played it. I believe that was Church or Dodds.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion there. Also wanted to shout out Connor Sellers, the Brampton product, his 100th game. He was on the floor for that.
Donville back for Malcolm. Thought about one time, he decides to head behind the cage instead. Donville on the run, wrong side of the road, misses the mark. Boudreau's got it, and he throws one up for Bell. Bell now battling with Knox. Keegan Bell towards the net. Save made by Damoud.
Great chance there, Keegan Bell. You can see a few times the hunger in his eye. He's wanted to push it in transition, tried to take a scoring chance, hasn't been able to do so. Finally gets off a great shot there, but now the Rush got to get back on D.
I love that opportunity, and look, take it if you got it. Medeiros will stay in place, some offense here. Crawford, one-on-one with Boudreau. They push him back. Crawford, fake shot, trying to put it back. Penalty upcoming as Adam J just flattens Caputo.
And then he's picked up by Callum Crawford, who trying to see if maybe both guys are going, because they already had a call on a slash coming up on Callum Crawford. You can see it there coming up over the top with Jake Boudreau getting a little too aggressive onto the wrists.
Penalty number 6, 2 minutes slashing.
Slashing call on Isaac Enju. Power play presented by RS Breakers and Controls. Rely on RS Breakers and Controls to find all the right electrical supplies to meet your needs.
Definitely thought there could have been one on Adam J there as well. Now watch out, Panther City. They've got 5 goals tonight, either up a man or on the power play. 5 out of 7. Rush got to watch out here.
Callum Crawford's up top on this power play. Knocks on his right. Caputo's behind the net. Crawford, little fake. Donville finds Malcolm. Malcolm over to Crawford. 10 on the shot clock. Flip down. Caputo, crease dive, won't get it on goal. Jared Smith slid down there as well as Caputo is giving his defender a couple extra cross checks in the shins while he's on the ground.
And now Messenger's getting involved, and they're letting them play on with the rough stuff. I don't hate it, Cody.
Ryan Barnable over the center line. Ryan Keenan now waits for some help as Patrick Dodds and Zach Mans are out there. Rush have 8 shorthanded goals this season. Panther City's allowed 4 through their first 6 games. Panther City 3-1 on the road this season. Zach Mans now. Little spin move down low behind the back. Just flipped it on goal where Damoud was standing. Less than a minute to go now. Quarter number 3. Panther City on the power play. 2 for 3 so far with a couple 6v5 goals in the contest. Malcolm for Crawford. Malcolm won't drive. Crawford flips it. Donville back for Caputo. Wanted that crease dive and left the ball behind the net.
Nice pass, though, by Callum Crawford, getting that all started with the old behind-the-back look before finding Caputo behind the net, looking for the Superman dive.
Now the Rush can almost kill the rest of Isaac Enju's penalty if they hold on to the ball. Kazevnikov takes a slash off the cage. Ref says play on. Keenan's got it on the logo. 7 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Ryan Keenan now on the restraining line. Damoud with the save. Walter battling for the rebound. Whacks that one back into the corner, and that's how 45 minutes finishes on Co-op Field. 8-7 Saskatchewan leads Panther City Lacrosse Club. In for an exciting finish in Saskatchewan.
Get game day ready and shop your favorite team's jerseys and merchandise. Head to nllstore.ca to get all your National Lacrosse League and team gear today.
Thanks, Sabine. Looking out over the crowd here at SaskTel Center. First time watching a Rush broadcast this year, seeing the brand new logo, and my goodness, has this city ever embraced it? Rush logos, the new ones everywhere, hoping to see their first home win of the year in the 4th home game of the season. This place would go nuts. The Rush so far have not won. 0-3 at home early in this one, and starting the 4th quarter up 8-7 on the visitors from Panther City. Hoping and wishing and willing is the crowd for a win. Meanwhile, Panther City would like to move above 500 and go to 4-1 on the road. That's impressive here with a victory tonight.
Shots on goal, 40-35 in favor of Panther City. As Isaac Genju's out of the box, and we're back to 5-on-5. Ronan Push with a face-off win. Will Malcolm holds it up top. 3 in the contest for the New West product. Dozen on the season. Donville back up top for Will Malcolm. Over to Caputo, down low on Chiliano. Made the save as Matthew Goche got the rebound. Former member of the St. Albert crew, just north of Edmonton, Alberta, in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League. Pass got knocked down by Messenger. That was intended for Goche.
Goche was wide open for a second. Good thing Messenger got the stick up and he just manhandles somebody.
Well, they say he's the free arm there as Patton runs back the other way for Panther City. Mallory back on defense. Malcolm has it in the corner. Knox and Caputo, 4th and 5th forwards out the Yogi. Down for Crawford. Crawford now wants to shoot. Save made by Chiliano. Ball's going to roll back. Knox and Boudreau will battle for the loose ball. Malcolm has it. It's on the ground. Boudreau knocked down. Malcolm makes sure it doesn't go over and back. Shot clock got reset. Plenty of time for Panther City. No need to rush anything. Donville hit by Barnabelle on the run. Bounces it into the corner. Now it's Malcolm. Avoids a hit from Boudreau. Malcolm says slow it down. Happy with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Donville now. Twister ends up back in that exact same corner as the shot clock expires.
Unlike last time Saskatchewan was at home, does look like their defense and offense have both adjusted to the halftime decisions that were made by visiting Panther City. A much different looking team after the coaching change last week.
Man's down for Keenan. Back for Church. Dot sent the pick. Pass was intended for Walter, who was cutting through the middle, got tied up with his defender. Now it's Mance. Back for Church. Inside, Dodds. Tied up with Medeiros. Tony Malcolm goes for a jog. Already has 1 in the game. The righty can play out both games. He is not shy to be in the O zone. Will Malcolm, though, down for Goche. 1-on-1 with Bell. Goche circles up top, pass for Caputo. Caputo drops it. Now it's on the ground. Messenger trying to scoop it up. It's still there. He'll bat it forward for Zach Mance. The shot clock is going to expire, and it'll be a rush ball in the corner.
Smart play by Messenger there. He knew the shot clock was about to expire, so he batted it all the way down, allowing the Rush to get set up down low in Panther City territory with a full 30.
Triolo. The big man to the net. Save made by Damu. Back the other way. Here comes Panther City. Donville. Pass intended for Push. Over his head. Goche's got it. 2 of them teammates over the summer in Edmonton. Host of the 2023 Minto Cup. The most successful Minto Cup in recent history. Donville zips it across the floor. Will Malcolm low to low. Bobby Kidd III just made a kick save like Martin Brodeur.
He's wearing it a bit, limping a bit on his way back to the bench, but you're right, looking like a vintage street hockey goalie on that one, keeping the ball out, keeping the lead at 1.
Patrick Dotz. 1 in the game. Game in that second quarter. Matz over the top, hits Keenan to the net. That goes off the post.
Keenan had him beat, but couldn't beat the iron.
Malcolm, 3-on-2. Malcolm inside, they score. On the run, Brandon Goodwin tucks one over the shoulder of Frank Chiliano.
In his 99th game of his career, Goodwin finds the score sheet for the first time tonight. A break at one end for Panther City as a Ryan Keenan shot goes off the post, but that leads to a great transition opportunity. Malcolm, the awareness to not pull it back. He saw the 3-on-1 developing, had the 2 options, picked Goodwin, and it was a great pick and a great pass. Goodwin's got his 2nd of the year, 1st on the night.
Both these teams are averaging 12 goals per game this season. Knotted at 8 with under 11 to go.
Good goaltending exhibition tonight, keeping it that way, Cody.
Gazevnikov over to Church. 3 in the game. Robert Church on the roll. Down low for Dotz. Got the quick stick on goal, but Damu knew it was coming. Now Bobby Kidd III. Trying to get back, and he bounces it, but it goes off the leg of Patton, and he's flattened in the corner.
Instant call coming. We're going to see a boarding call here against Bobby Kidd III. Vulnerable position was the Panther City player there, and he gets drilled up into the boards. Calling for the training staff here. Liam Patton, the Barrie native, kind of playing find the bouncing ball with Bobby Kidd III, and he drives him into the net like Hulk Hogan drilling somebody into a turnstile.
Saskatchewan penalty, 2 minutes boarding.
Power play, it's presented by RS Breakers and Controls. Rely on RS Breakers and Controls to find all the right electrical supplies to meet your needs.
Hometown crowd doesn't like it, but that's a great call by our officials. Easily could have been a 5-minute major there. A little surprised it wasn't, to be honest, Cody, but Patton's up. He's okay in his 6th season. Team's block shots leader. You know, he's tough. When you're leading anybody in block shots in the NLL, you know you're a tough customer. We'll hope he's okay and back out there.
Panther City 2 for 3 on the man advantage, plus a couple of 6-on-5 goals in this contest. Callum Crawford's up top. Both their power play goals officially have come from Will Malcolm. Crawford on the back pedal. Step down for Knox. Back to Crawford. His shot got blocked by Jared Smith. Former Winnipeg Blizz star. Crawford, Donville. Far side, ends up in row 3.
Going to the rushes, that one was not touched by Chiliano, so their first opportunity to kill a good chunk of time here of this dangerous Panther City power play.
Robert Church up top. Again, the Rush have scored 8 shorthanded goals this season. Zach Mans has 2 of those, and he's on the far side of the floor. Triolo sets the pick. Church still with it, though. Gonna go behind the back, driven into the boards. Still bouncing around in that Panther City crease. Grabbed by Connor Sellers, the Belmont Abbey alumni, in his 100th career game. Power play still has 60 seconds left for Tracy Koleski's squad from Fort Worth, Texas, up in Saskatchewan for a Saturday night showcase of the National Lacrosse League. Callum Crawford. Little pedal back, and he scores. Showtime. Bounces one home. It's 9-8 Panther City.
The back step and then going down low. Just a great play by a guy who knows how to score a goal or 2 in the NLL. gets the ball. That little back pedal there allows him to use the defender as the screen, as Jarrett Smith kind of gets caught between pressure and backing off and blocking that. Crawford uses that to his advantage, actually uses Smith's head as a screen, shoots around his head, goes down low, and bouncers will go in. And for the first time since the first quarter, Cody, Panther City back in the lead.
Ronan Push will scoop that face-off back. He does it again. Putting some miles on there as Push, another face-off whip. All the way across the floor now for Jason Knox, former Ohio State Buckeye. Holding the rock up top, and he'll send it over to Jonathan Donville. Sends Caputo down low. Here's Malcolm. Back for Donville, low to low. Doesn't hit Chiliano, now it's Malcolm back for Caputo. Quick step down for Goche. Save made by Chiliano. They'll say it was after the shot clock, though, as it's 9-8. Panther City leading Saskatchewan. You're watching the National Lacrosse League, home of the 2024 Unboxed Series.
The fourth quarter struggles continue for the Saskatchewan Rush as they're trying to get it figured out. The Rush without a goal in the fourth quarter. So far, Panther City, a 4-goal run to turn an 8-5 Rush lead to a 9-8 Panther City lead. And I think the seeds of doubt are starting to creep in here as for the second home game in a row, the Rush have gone ice cold late in the game, Cody Jansen.
Well, and that just shows Panther City is foot on the pedal for 60 minutes. They've taken their punches and they're figuring it out. Hey, in their third season in the league, you got to play a full 60 minutes.
Oh, certainly. And they don't look like a team that's only been in the league for 3 seasons. The talent they've been able to assemble between draft picks and signings and development, they've got a great club on their hands.
Zach Mantz works it up the floor. Pair of goals in the game for Ryan Keenan. Keenan now down to Mantz. Up in the middle. Church scores. Posted in. Robert Church with his 4th of the game.
This building and this team needed that badly. I just mentioned the Rush had gone ice cold in the past 2 fourth quarters at SaskTel Center. Robert Church goes and brings everybody back to their feet. Battling in the dirty areas as Robert Church's helmet gets knocked loose as he shoots, but he finds space between Damoud and the post. He goes posted in, and the Rush have their first fourth quarter goal in the last 2 home games. 4th of the game, tying a season high for Robert Church.
Cross checks to the mouth feel a little bit better when you put the ball in the back of the net, as Robert Church has his second 4-goal game of the season. Jonathan Donville hit the speed burst for a second, decides to peel it back. Phil Caputo off the bench. Back level at 9. In the middle is Goche off the end of the stick.
Huge save there by Chiliano as Goche just about takes all the momentum back for his club.
Donville, little swim move. Good defense by Barnable. Holds his ground. Chiliano with the save. Ball pops free, and it's Bobby Kidd III who'll go for a jog. Up for Keenan. Manza's with him. Ryan Keenan now trying to cut down low on Malcolm as the forwards caught back on defense. He'll drop his own play here as Clark Walter tries to open up some space. Zach Mantz, room over the top. Inside for Turiolo. He got pushed as he was about to shoot and almost lost his balance. Rush have to get a defender back now as Jay is there. Him and Malcolm collide buckets as the shot clock expires.
Keenan, no goals on the night, but has 4 assists and a couple of posts going into this one.
Callum Crawford. Donville. Over the top, Knox bounces this one, and here goes a chance for Adam Jay. It'll be over and back, though.
I like Adam Jay waiting for Messenger to touch it. Let the guys get set up. You've got a full 30. You got a tie game late. Smart play by Adam Jay.
Robert Church now over the top again. Shot got blocked. Almost got his own bounce back. It's still on the ground. Kazevnikov's in there. Took a stick right off the cage. Church has the loose ball. 10 on the shot clock. Mans is up top. Back for Walter. Quick stick save made. Rebound cutting through the middle. And it'll be grabbed by the Panther City defender.
Let the bodies hit the floor there. Chaos everywhere as the rush. Great chance by Clark Walter. Snake bitten through this season. Almost had one there. Great save, Nick Damoud.
Gumachenk goes for a jog. 1-on-1 with Bell. Kick back for Crawford. Donville over the restraining line. Crawford 1-on-1 with Barnable. Pushed outside. Wants it behind the back. Now he goes to his forehand. And it's off the chest protector of Frank Chiliano.
Callum Crawford using all of that 6'2", 200-pound frame to bounce off his defender and force Frank Chiliano to make another great save.
Messenger flips it for Bell, who was up on offense. And now they'll say Bell cut through the crease.
Third time he's been called for that in this game, Cody.
Josh Schmederos, another Brampton boy, drops it up. Will Malcolm, 5:20 to go here in regulation. Malcolm down about driving. Now he zips it across for Donville. Donville with the back pedal. Away from McClellan. Caputo step down, rebound, and Chiliano flop it around. Took away enough of the net.
Well, that scoring chance brought to you by a Clark Walter that was stuck out there on D. Quick little play. Panther City recognized it, got their man open, and Chiliano, another highlight reel save.
Church outside Triolo. Triolo's to the middle. Big man, the 6'8" sniper, puts Saskatchewan in front.
Against his former team, puts Saskatchewan back in the lead. All 6'8" of Mike Triolo. And for the first time this year, Cody, we're talking about a rush lead late in a game at home. Triolo fired up. Watch the celebration. The helmet comes off, but Triolo using that height. He literally is able to raise his stick to a point where he's shooting over top of his own man and the two Panther City defenders. Makes it hard for Damoud to pick that up where it's coming from, and Triolo beats him.
Messenger, clutch face-off win against Ronan Bush. The rookie has been so good in this contest, but Mike Messenger, when needed most, pumps a face-off win for Saskatchewan. Back to Triolo. Over to Mans, 7 on the shot clock. Mans now trying to go 5-hole. Damoud makes a save. Anybody's ball out in front. Mans gets buried from behind. And I'm not sure, I believe this is going to go on Panther City here. It did look like they were pointing at Mans for a second.
That's because all the bodies were in front, but no, the arm shot up, Cody, as soon as Mans was hit. We got a rush power play coming up after this. You're watching the National Lacrosse League.
Remember, for all the latest news, highlights, and behind-the-scenes content, follow the NLL on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter or X, and YouTube, and stay current with scores and in-depth articles on NLL.com.
Rush off to the power play, and it's presented by RS Breakers and Controls. Rely on RS Breakers and Controls to find all the right electrical supplies to meet your needs.
Rush 2 for 2 on the power play, holding on to a 1-goal lead here late in the fourth quarter, and just a different energy from this team, Cody, in the fourth quarter compared to the last couple games. The energy level stayed high. We talked to Robert Church post-game after the Vancouver debacle, and he was upset with his team's ability to not keep the energy up. They got a great chance here.
Keenan quarterbacks the power play. Zach Mans now for Robert Church. Walks in over to Walter. Quick stick got blocked by the defender. Loose ball. Mans kicks it back. Walter up top. Mans for Church. Church trying to go far side. This one's going to bounce. Won't be over in back, though, as Dodd's one-armed it. Ends up behind the crease, and they A for effort.
Gave it the old college try, they'd say, Cody, but the shot clock violation anyways leads to Panther City possession.
Short-handed, Panther City has 1 goal. in 6 games this season. Will Malcolm with it now. Couple of hops and hopes for some help. Down for Crawford. Save made by Chiliano. Goche. Blood on the jersey and all. Playing through it. Saskatchewan tough, some might say, for Donville. Bobby Kidd III will defend him. The 2 number 3s meet on the near side of the floor. Does it on the shot clock still. Donville across the floor. Now Callum Crawford knocked the helmet off of Bobby Kidd III. Refs say it's fine. Crawford now runs into Messenger, puts one on goal, and the save is made.
Now Bobby Kidd III doing a great thing here. He's not even saying anything to Callum Crawford on his way back. Bobby Kidd III against Vancouver got called for a late penalty for losing his cool. Look at the maturity there. Nice job, BK3.
Mance for Church. Mance, flip it. Church, quick stick, and it's off the post. Hasek up the floor. 8 seconds left on this rush power play. Panther City's going to kill it off. Their penalty kill is 55% coming into this game. 8th in the National Lacrosse League. Callum Crawford. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in regulation. Will Malcolm now. 7 on the shot clock. Caputo down for Donville. Up top is Malcolm. Lets a bouncer go. And this one, he got it right back. Long shot on goal. And Chiliano gets stopped. Number 43 under his belt.
Had to be aware as Adam J was arguing with the officials. So Chiliano, I don't think he knew that shot was coming.
Robert Church with it. 15 on the shot clock. Down low for Keenan. Keenan bobbled the ball. Has to battle for the loosey now. Tony Malcolm's all over him. Keenan, one arm on his stick. Ball's on the turf. And the Rush will have to put their defensive units out now with 80 seconds to go. Quarter number 4. Nick Damoud goes to the bench. 6-on-5 Panther City. They scored twice like this in the contest. Will Malcolm in the corner. Crawford for Donville. Down to Caputo. And it gets blown down. I believe Panther City is going to use a timeout now with 12 seconds left.
Yes.
The shot clock.
Yeah, they weren't quite getting the look that they like. They're moving around looking for the opening. So I love the play here. Take the timeout, calm it down, give yourself a second chance to get the look. And with 12 seconds left on the shot clock, you've got enough time to either go for either option. Either you can shoot, try to get the rebound, try to get the 2-for-1, or with 12 seconds, move it around, find your opening, and attack here. Panther City just needing 1 goal as the Rush on a mini 2-goal run as they're looking to tie it up and send the SaskTel Center fans home full of sadness yet again this season. And with the weapons that Panther City has, my goodness, what you'd be able to cook up. What could you cook up with that kind of talent on the floor, Cody?
There you get a look at Jeremy Talevi saying, hey, we got to figure out some way to stop him 6'5", because seemingly every opportunity they've had in those spots, they've found ways to bury them.
4 power play goals with the man up, 2 6-on-5 goals out of their 9 goals tonight, which means they only got 3 at 5-on-5. They've been so deadly with a man up. So we're gonna get to see $1.06 left here, Cody. As you like to say, down the stretch we go, because I stole your opportunity from you coming out of commercial, so I give it back.
Well, so Panther City will go 5-on-5 here and actually have Nick Damoud at the restraining line, all being they only have a dozen seconds left in the shot clock, but they've used their timeout now. You've used your breakfast ball. The mulligan's gone. Now what do you have in the bag? Will Malcolm step down into one, and he bounces it into row 6. Rush have possession now. Boudreau up for Messenger. Now it's the balancing act. You got to kill some clock, but 1 extra wouldn't hurt for some extra cushion. Messenger sends it up to man. SaskTel Center is on their feet. Messenger. Hasek will defend. 6 on the shot clock. He'll have it up top. Running to the middle. Little jump shot got deflected. Spins to Damoud.
You knew if Messenger was staying out there, the Rush had drawn it up, that they were strictly killing time there, Cody. So here we go.
6 on 5, 20 seconds left to go in regulation. Double bouncer, Donville. Behind the net is Goche. Does it on the shot clock. Malcolm inside, no goal. They'll say he went through the crease, and under 2 minutes left, you don't have to throw the challenge flag. We know where the ref's going.
Instantly going up top on that one. Malcolm naturally disagrees. Our official making the emphatic call. Get a pretty good angle at it here. Malcolm goes up.
Close scoring plays under 2 minutes are automatically reviewed. The previous play is under further review.
I don't know, Cody.
I think it's his left toe. Just watch that on the replay here.
Okay, you're looking, I'm looking left toe. I was looking for the right foot. I was looking to see when that went in. So catch the left toe. So this is the look our officials are going to get. There it is. You got it right.
Oh, that's the right toe, too, and the left one. Double it up, Simon.
Great call. I mean, like, in real time, that is so hard to get. My goodness.
We talk about the refs, and I know you're a big ref guy.
Yeah.
But we talk about how good they are in this league.
Oh, so good.
That's a centimeter and less. Half an inch if you're an American watching on ESPN+.
Exactly, as you're flying through.
The Panther City attacker steps in the crease and it is the first one to receive the pass.
And as big as that is, now the Rush get the puck.
Yes.
And that means now it is, hey, it's a little pucker up time, but also for Saskatchewan, you got to be disciplined with it. As, hey, Panther City's bench isn't happy, but I think the replay got that one right.
The official and the replay. Look at what Panther City, they're setting up here. They're going to keep Daymud out of the net. You've got Hossack out there sitting right by the crease. Lots of pressure. Mike Messenger is the man for the job here. He gets the walkout out of the crease. Pressure time for Panther City.
Well, Messenger tries to cut through the middle. It's back in Chiliado. Has to poke it. Hold your breath, Saskatchewan. Clock's going to run out here. I think they blew it a couple seconds before.
There was a whistle right before Barnable scooped up the loose ball, Cody.
Now we'll wait and see. They might be giving Panther City one more look at this. I think they might end up going upstairs for an actual replay to see how much time was left on the clock.
Because the whistle definitely went, Cody, right before Barnable picked it up.
The time on the clock when the 8-second violation occurred is under further review because we're under 60 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, if it's an 8-second violation, it would be 1.8 seconds by my math. That would go on the clock.
Well, and if it's an 8-second violation, they're going to get it, though. They're going to get it deep in Rush territory. That's enough time to put the ball in somebody's stick and get a shot away, right? So this could be huge. This will be huge, and I think you're bang on. Like, and again, they talked about it this offseason. The whistle doesn't have to go. It's the intent to blow the whistle. But we definitely heard a whistle go right before Barnable scooped up that loose ball.
Well, again, I'm not a math guy, but they had 9.8 seconds left when Messenger had it.
Minus 8 is 1.8. Hey, we can still do that math.
Don't even need any long division to sort this one out. So Panther City's going to get one more look. You wonder if it's a pass shot or if they just let him take that shot as Keegan Bell hops out on the floor now.
Well, they're getting all the big bodies out there, basically setting up, looking like a soccer wall, if you will. So it should be 1.8. You're correct. They're going to get it deep in Rush territory. I think it depends what. Ball here.
After review, the game clock is being reset to 1.8 seconds left. We had 9.8 at the start of play, and there was an 8-second violation.
Well, we guessed correct, or did the math correct. So Panther City's going to get one opportunity, and now he'll have it above the restraining line. So essentially, if you're the Rush, you take away any quick stick opportunity by the net, and you try block the shot here if you're Jake Boudreau. So they'll give it to Callum Crawford. The ref's saying get back. He's complaining to him. He doesn't want to follow orders. At the end of the day, he gets what he wants, but looks like. So, Showtime with the chance. Behind the net, dunk attempt, no good.
sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best